Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another great episode of Kendra's Corner Comedic Edition. Man, I am so excited because I got two guests today who are gonna prove themselves to see if they really got the juice. Like in the movie Juice. Oh, you got the juice now? We're gonna see these two young women who I'm gonna bring to the stage shortly. Got it. But before I go ahead and bring everybody to the stage, I need you guys to please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Please share this episode, right? Kendra's Corner Comedic Edition. It's just an episode where we can just let our hair down. We can say whatever and, be funny at it, right? First person I'm about to bring to the stage, his coworker told him earlier this week that she is part Cherokee, right? Part Cherokee. So he told her, no wonder why you're shaped like a Jeep. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta start insulting your coworkers when they sit here.
I would never insult my coworkers, especially the Cherokee ones. They're my favorite football team, though, for sure.
Well, hey, better luck next time. They should start winning some more. Next person I'm about to bring to the stage. Let me tell you something. If her sex was as nasty as her attitude, then maybe a man could have stayed. Hope Rangel is in the building.
You're damn right.
Welcome, Hope. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, they can't. What do they think this is? They think it's a porno? Like, baby, no. You're gonna lift this leg, might go 45-degree angle. We ain't going all the way back. Okay, we're not. This is not like a big comfy couch. Okay, come on now.
As long as I'm getting paid, I don't mind.
All right, my last person I'm bringing to the stage. There are too many women out here that think that they're being fumbled when in fact they're being punted. So here's the next woman who's been punted, Anita Valentino. How's it feel to be punted?
It feels unique, I should say. Unique.
Well, thank you so much. I just want to give a quick shout out. I did an interview with Anita earlier, and I said, girl, you are freaking hilarious. Like, I'm going to bring you on my podcast this evening. So, hey, thank you so much, Anita, even though I know your computer was just acting a little wonky, but you made it. You're here.
Yeah.
All right. So, everybody, we got the interesting news. And we got the random polls, and we're going to be talking about being sued. I don't know if anybody on this podcast has got threatened with a lawsuit, but, hey, who knows what could have happened. So let me go ahead, start off with the very first one. And Anita, let me start off with you. You just tell me if you think this person won the lawsuit or they lost. And I'm going to get Ryan and also Hope. I'm going to see what you guys say as well. So a man has sued Michael Jordan for $800. This is all true stuff, by the way. This is true. A man has sued Michael Jordan for $800 million because he looked too much like him. Do you think that he won that law?
Absolutely not. No way.
Why do you think he didn't win that lawsuit?
Because you have no control over that. Mm-hmm. How they cannot side with you. It's like them siding with me, saying, "Oh, we look too much alike, and we look nothing alike."
Yeah.
But there's no control over that.
But before I come to Hope, who do people say that you look like, or who have people mistaken you for? You're like, bro, I don't look like that woman or that guy.
One of my exes one time was like, you look like Kim Kardashian, and I was like, are you blind? I do not look like her at all, I don't think.
I think he was trying to stay in your good graces, Ryan.
Probably.
I mean, Hope, go ahead, Hope. What do you think that he won this lawsuit, or do you think that he lost?
There's no way he won this, but it's worth a shot. No pun intended, but it's worth trying, man. That guy's got a lot of money.
Who have people said that you look like, and you're like, bro, I don't look like this person?
I don't get that you look like. Oh, you know what? Who's the redhead from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Who is the redhead from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I don't know. Well, that girl. Someone will know somewhere.
Okay. All right. Ryan, what do you say? Do you feel like that this person won the lawsuit or they lost?
I feel like they lost the lawsuit, but I mean, I empathize for them because I do agree that all black people do look the same.
Well, guess what? You guys were all right. He actually had lost the lawsuit. But imagine like you're Michael Jordan getting this thing, and you're like, what? Okay, so Hope, let me come to you with the next interest in the lawsuit. So a man has sued Pepsi because he thought Pepsi owed him a fighter jet, right? And this story later became a documentary. Do you think that he won that lawsuit or lost?
I'm gonna say he won it.
Okay, all right. What about you, Anita? Do you feel like he won or lost?
Do we have reasoning behind why he thought that? No. I'm gonna say he lost.
Okay. Ryan, what are your thoughts?
I actually saw the documentary. I read the article on this. I knew everything about this. This thing was pretty wild. So he ended up losing, but I think somebody down the line though actually gave him a jet. Kind of recently, I believe. They hooked him up. They were like, we're gonna make this right, even though Pepsi didn't. And they did it as like a marketing stunt, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So he did win in the end.
He did win.
So what this has taught us is that we should all sue Pepsi for a fighter jet.
Yeah, we should. Let me come to Ryan. I'm coming to you. So do you think that this next person won or lost? A woman sues a weather station for $1,000 after the weather station predicted the wrong weather, leading to her getting sick in the rain and missing work. Do you think that he won or lost?
She won.
Okay. All right. Hope, what do you think?
I think it's ridiculous, but she probably won.
Okay. Anita.
I'm also gonna say she won just because it's like so ridiculous, and the weather people are never correct.
You know what? You guys are all right. But $1,000. I mean, hey,
she should have sued for more.
I was gonna say, I think you know what I think it is, right? The first two things that we got were they lost was because it was the number was outrageous, right? So imagine if it was like 1,500, you know, they would have given that to them. All right, so Nita, let me come back to you. So a man, this is crazy. A man has sued God for causing natural disasters, which was dismissed for lack of evidence. What are your thoughts on that, Anita?
Where do you get the audacity to sue God? It's like trying to sue Mother Nature. Like, who are you suing?
Hope, what are your thoughts?
This is like it's like the opposite of an angsty atheist. It's like an angsty believer. I don't know. That's real interesting. I bet their therapist has got it their hands full.
Ryan, what are your thoughts?
Well, we all know who controls the weather, and that would be Zeus, I believe, right? Or no, I have no idea who controls the weather, but or do I? But no, we really don't know who controls the weather. But it could be. I think she's. It's just a shame.
It is. It is. Imagine God. Imagine God's like, bro, you can't be serious. Like another person. Hope, let me come to you. A man had sued Subway because his footlong wasn't actually a foot long. Do you believe that he won or lost?
I remember this one.
Yeah, you remember it
too?
Me too. It was 11 inches. I think he won that.
He did. He really did. Anita, you have any thoughts on it?
I just think it's insane to advertise something as 12 inches and it not be 12 inches.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on Tinder, right?
Yeah. I'm actually banned from Tinder.
Oh! What did you do to get banned from
Tinder? On 3 phones.
What did you do to get banned from Tinder? Hold on, do tell. What happened?
I was promoting my social media.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. That's horrible to get banned off of a, something like that, dating app. Ryan, what are your thoughts on the man actually being able to win Subway?
Just leave it to a guy complain about inches. It's just like such a funny thing. It's just it's pretty on brand. It's just like no woman would ever be like, yeah. I feel like a woman would just be like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's just. But guys, they're like, it matters to us. We have to figure out why it matters.
You know what? I think I've shared this story. Ryan comes on the show often, but I was gonna say the one place that I did work at, I was working at Quiznos. I don't know if you guys have been to remember, Quiznos had like it wouldn't even do a foot long. It would have up to 11 inches and be like $18 worth for a sandwich. And I'm like, and that's why I ran out of business. It's like, who wants to this is overpriced. It's overpriced.
Yeah.
It would be cheap if they were around today.
It would be. It would
like,
be.
wow, that's kind of like a deal.
Yeah, my first job, and then I got fired from it 2 months later. All right, Ryan, let me come to you. I mean, hey, listen, I was like, you want me to clean this? I'm not doing this. Like, I just couldn't. And I never. So like, they have different counters. You start off like, preparing the bread, the onions and stuff like that, chopping up. I never made the cashier. That's how sorry of a person I was, right? Like, we've all had a job. Like, Hope, let me ask you before I go to the next interesting news. Hope, let me ask you, have you had a job where you literally were just asking me fire and then you eventually did like within like a month span or a week or something in that manner?
Mm-hmm.
What job was that?
This is very recent, and I loved my friend like recruited me to work for her, and I was just going through a funky little time, and I texted her one day and I was like, "Girl, I don't have any clean clothes. I can't come in."
Yeah. That's a valid reason though.
But it's like one you can easily avoid. But I was like, I can't figure this out. I just can't figure it out how to put clean clothes on. I guess I gotta call out today.
That's it. Call out. Anita, any job that you've had where you tried it for like a couple of weeks and you're like, oh, you know what? I hate this job. I hope that they fire me. And then they did. What have you had a job like that?
Yeah, actually, when I worked at the Texas Roadhouse for 2 weeks.
Okay. What was your position?
And I was a server, and I was like, y'all not finna talk to me like this. Because they let people talk to them any kind of way. Because the customer is always right. But I was like, hell no, And they were like, you don't really show commitment to the job. And I was like, because I'm not.
Did you ever have anybody do a walkout on you in those 2 weeks that you were there?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that never happened. And I know, Ryan, you talked about when you were working at Papa John's and, the crappy, like, history working at Papa John's. So, hey, understand with that. Let me go. Yeah. Let me go back to, I think, who was next? I guess Anita. So a man has sued a dry cleaners for $54 million after losing his pants. What are your thoughts on that, Anita? And do you think he won or lost?
Oh my God, that's crazy. There's no way he won that unless his pants were worth $54 million. And I really doubt that.
What's something that you lost that was something that you really loved and you were upset and you're like, y'all better find this or else? And did it ever get found?
A necklace from my grandma when I was young. It never ever got found. No, it was. But then again, I was a kid. Like, did I really lose it where I thought I did in the dress for the dry cleaners? Like, was it really in there? I don't know.
Hope, what are your thoughts? Have you ever had a situation where what was something that you really wanted, like that you had that you got lost or somebody maybe got stolen or you let somebody borrow it or whatever?
When I was in sixth grade, I let one of my friends that rode the bus with me borrow my iPad. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I was just like a really nice person with no boundaries, and I thought if someone asked, I don't know why I acted like Afghanistani, because I felt like if someone complimented it and wanted it, you just had to give it to them.
Yeah.
So I did it, and then I never got it back. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Did you get in trouble by your parents, or they like never?
Oh, she was pissed. My mom was like, "You know how much money you spent on that damn iPod?"
Yeah. Ryan, what about you? What was something that you lost or you let somebody borrow, and then you were like, in any type of situation?
I had an iPod stolen at a wrestling tournament one time. I don't know who took it. I assume it was this group of 4 kids that was like gathered over near my stuff. But it was kind of funny. That same evening in the parking lot, I found $100 bill on the ground.
Good, look at that. All right.
That was kind of like a quick turnaround there. It was kind of funny. I mean, I definitely like lost money on the iPod there and all my music, but whatever, you know.
Yeah. That $100 bill. How long did you keep it before it?
I bought another iPod. Like I used to be a big reader until I got to college and they had us reading things I didn't care for. So now I don't even care to read anymore. You know, it's just has burned me out. But I will tell you, I used to let people borrow my books, like my teen books that I used to have and stuff like that. Well, there's one book in this series. It still is missing, and that was like 15 years ago. And her name's Julia, and she still has my book. Julia, I need you to return my book back, okay? Or buy another one.
It's been a long time. She's had time to read it.
Yeah, she went through her master's program too, so she's read a lot more. All right, Ryan, let me go to the next one. And I've heard this before. Man, he spent life in prison, had medically died, right? For a couple of minutes, he was revived, and he argued and sued and said he technically served his life sentence. Do you think that he won that case or lost?
He lost, and a judge probably clowned him somehow in some way in a cool, funny fashion. I would imagine that's how that went down.
Hope, what do you think? He won or lost, or what are your thoughts?
I don't know, but this guy's a fucking genius. That's really poetic. But I think it's lost.
Anita, what do you think, he won or lost? And what are your
thoughts? Actually, I remember this case, and if I remember correctly, he won.
No, he lost.
He lost? He did? Oh, must be a different one.
No, he lost. And I was like, bro, he did technically serve a
life sentence. No, he technically did serve his life sentence.
Dang. I wonder, like... I'm like, did he make himself like kind of pass out to be like, okay, I'm gonna die? I wonder like how that happened. How did you medically did you take like, you know how like I don't know if you guys like what y'all allergic to, so maybe he just purposely ate something or did something that he knew was gonna knock him out.
It had to be drugs. He's not that smart. Come on, he was in jail. You know, it was definitely like some sort of drug overdose. Then he went back to his cell, and some inmate was sitting there like, "Yo, man, you technically died. Like, you shouldn't be here anymore." You know, it was because that's probably how it went down. And then he's like, "What?" He's like, "You're kind of right, man. I did die. I shouldn't be here. I did." And then it's like, you know, it was a life sentence. I died.
That's it. Hope, let me come to you for the last one. So, and then we're gonna, if we have time for the random poll. Hope. So, a man has sued Bank of America for over $1 billion because of bad customer service. What are your thoughts? And do you think that he won or lost?
$1 billion is too much. There's no way he won. But I appreciate the sentiment.
Anita, do you think he won or lost? And what are your thoughts?
I think he might have won just because I've spoken to Bank of America's customer service. They suck. They do. So I think they might have win by default there.
Okay. Ryan, you think he won or lost, or what are your thoughts?
I mean, one, it's definitely too much money, but I think he lost.
Mm-hmm. You guys are right. He all lost. I haven't spoken to Bank of America. I've never banked with Bank of America. As far as is there like, let me ask you, I'm going to come to y'all individually. Hope, let me ask you, what is one company that you ended up like, you know what, I'm about to write a Yelp review and I hope you guys get shut down, who just gave like horrible customer service? Hope, go ahead.
Oh my God.
The DMV.
Okay.
The DMV.
Is it every time that you go? You have
I just want to like hire a clown and send it in because like everyone is so miserable and it makes me miserable because I'm trying to match their energy. I don't think there's any corporate company as bad as the DMV.
That's just bit okay. Anita, go ahead. What would you
T-Mobile. I think their employees are like they don't know how to do their job. It's putting it nicely.
You know what's funny? I think I made a post, and since you just mentioned T-Mobile, what is it like? Their bill or like the unlimited plan is always cheaper than the actual bill. It's like the bill's like maybe $400. The unlimited plan's like, okay, $79.99. So you think that you're getting a deal, but you're really not.
Yeah.
Right? All right, did you switch from T-Mobile, or are you still with T-Mobile?
No, I switched. I had to switch to them when I moved back to Pennsylvania from Virginia because Verizon didn't cover my area.
Oh no, it's Verizon.
Yeah.
How dare they?
I know. I was hurt when I had to switch. So I had to switch. And then recently I moved again. And now I can switch back to Verizon. So I did, but it was a process. T-Mobile didn't want to let me go. They were holding me hostage. They literally stopped the transfer and they flagged it for fraud.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, did you sue? Can you sue them for that?
I know. I should try to sue them.
We're talking about lawsuits. And listen, we're gonna listen. We could be your lawyers. One of us. I feel like Hope, between Hope, me, and Ryan, you're gonna pick one that you feel like, you know what, they're gonna represent me really well. I vote Hope.
I was gonna say Hope or Ryan just because they come with the white privilege card, you know. And the judges love that shit.
That's true. Ryan, let me ask you, what is the worst customer service place that you have with like a company that you're like, bro, I hope you get shut down?
I mean, there's a pizza place down in Conshohocken near me. It's, I mean, I'll tell you what, I can't remember the name of it. It starts with an L. It's on the corner somewhere. But I'll tell you what, I went in there and I was like, you know, I watched this guy in front of me. He was like, hey, I'll take 2 slices of cheese pizza. And then she pulled like these old slices out and like, they looked horrible. And he was like, oh, whoa. He's like, are those the only slices you have? And she didn't hear him. So she throws them in the oven. She goes to the back, comes out with a fresh cheese pizza. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And the guy was like, hey, can I get like one of those slices? And she was just like, no, we got to sell the old slices before we sell the new slices.
What?
Crazy, which I was on that guy's side. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. You should just give him 2 fresh ones. Like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, I'm sorry. Like, that's just how it goes. He's like, all right, I'll have 3 slices, I guess. So he got a 3rd one that was fresh. And he's like, I'm just going to tell him I don't want that when they pull it out of the oven. And I was like, all right, good luck with that. You know, I was like, that's a whole different war. So anyway, I went with a different route. I saw a different pizza there off to the side. There was a square pizza. It's brand new. And I was like, hey, can I get one of those slices over there? And she was like, yeah, sure. Grabs an old square slice from under the counter. and she's got it on the paddle. And I was like, hey, whoa. I was like, can I get one of those newer slices? And before she could even say anything, this guy from the back pops up. He's like, yo, we got to get rid of the old slices before we give the new slices. And as he's saying that, she drops it off the paddle that's in her hand, and it falls onto the floor. And I was like, damn, like, looks like I'm getting a new slice. And he was just like, looks like you're getting the fuck out of my store.
Oh, he said
like,
that?
all right, buddy. Yeah, I was like, come on, buddy. Like, where's like, all right. And I ended up just leaving, but.
He said, oh my gosh. Hope, before I come to Anita, Hope, let me ask you, have you had an instance like that with a food place that like did some crap or shady crap like that to you?
No, but there was this place on campus. You know how Dairy Queen, before they give you the blizzard, they'll put it upside down and hand it to you? I swear this sandwich shop on campus used to throw it on the floor and step on it and then hand it to you. Because like it just looked... But I really thought they were going to put it on the plate and try to give it to you, Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, it's a wild thing going on there. It happens to me all the time at these pizza places. I don't even pick like battles with them or anything like that. It just happens to me. It's like the craziest BS ever at these pizza places.
You know what? You got that. You know what? That's why I like DiGiorno. Okay, it's not delivery. That's why I go eat. You know, or I would like to make a like, you know, Chicago. I don't know if y'all have been. Has everybody been in Chicago before?
Yeah.
Their deep dish pizzas, amazing. But to
I
make
don't
it,
like it.
Never
oh,
had it.
girl, you better get kicked off the show.
I'm from New York.
That's where you're from, yeah, New York. So they're deep dish pizzas. I would like to know how to make it. It just takes, you got to really prep like 2 days in advance. It's a lot, and all that
Takes
type
a
of
while.
stuff. But I will say, I don't know if y'all have ever, me and Anita, we talked about writing Yelp reviews earlier when we were doing our interview, and so I had went into this place that's somewhere out here in Georgia. Like, it's supposed to be a Whole Foods, really healthy, vegan place, whatever. So I walk in, and I wasn't really feeling the scenery, but I was hungry, and I said, well, let me just hurry up and get something. The smoothie was good. The sandwich, the wrap was not. It was like, have y'all ever had food that it felt like it was 2 years later and you're still chewing on it? That's how it just felt. Like, I literally had to spit this food out earlier before me and Anita's interview. It was 2 years later and I'm still chewing on this, right? It was like, it was getting in my teeth, all that type of stuff. The water pick, I had to go buy a whole new water pick because it was just literally like a drill. It was horrible. Anyway, I make reviews. I make food reviews when I have the money to do it and I can go, whatever. And so I said, guys, the smoothie is great, but the food is not that good. And so I tagged them and they blocked me. So anyway, let me tell you what I did. I went on, he's like a father figure to me. I ended up telling him, he said, you need to go write a review about that. I said, okay. So I wrote a review. And then so the company manager wrote me back and said, well, we, blocked you because you spat the food out on camera and we don't have time for that. What are you talking about? Like, this is like 3-4 days later. Maybe somebody else, or maybe you just wanted to save face. I never did that. So guess what I did? I made a whole nother Gmail to go and write back to them. And I said, that's not true. These people are lying, da-da-da. So they responded back to me. See, that's why you got blocked, because you're doing too much. So I made a third Gmail account. True story. I said, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. And so they responded back to me. And I said, oh, you ain't going to have the last word, because you're not. One thing, I'm learning. God is helping me with this. I learned not to sit here and try to go back and forth with people, but I don't like being lied on. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't. So I made a fourth Gmail account, and I'm like, we are gonna keep going. Da. Y'all, by the 8th Gmail account, they gave up, and they gave up, and that was about it, I will say. And so I won, but that place, at the end I said, and by the way, they have witchcraft in there. That place is haunted, and so I literally was going off. I literally, said, yeah, don't go to that place. And that's what happened. Now, I don't know if that place is still up. I'm not sure. But the smoothie was good. But the food was not, right? Real quick, let's do a quick random poll, and then we're going to be out. I'll let you guys give y'all socials. Hope, let me start with you first. So tell me about a time that someone that you know tried to get money from you, or you heard through another friend for something that wasn't your fault. Like, either someone tried to get money from you for no apparent reason, try to swindle you, or maybe you had a friend, y'all was talking, and they told you the story that it happened with you. It happened with them.
I think the closest thing is I went to high school with this guy, and then I didn't talk to him for 15 years? About 15 years.
Yeah.
And then he sends me a Facebook message out of the blue one day, and he's like, hey, can I borrow $35? And I was like, no. And so I think I doctored my bank statement to make it like this. I think I edited the screenshot to make my account look negative, and I said, I'm not a money dog.
Did he ever hit you up again after that?
Not for money.
Oh, well, okay. Anita. Hey, can we go on a date? Anita, tell us about a time where someone tried to get money from you or someone you know for something that wasn't your fault, or just in general.
One time I was going down to Jacksonville, and this girl was trying to collect money from everybody for like the house I wasn't staying at. And I was like, girl, I'm not staying there. I'm staying somewhere separately at my hotel room. And she was like, no, we're all contributing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, girl, I'm not staying at that house. I'm not paying for nothing there. probably the closest thing where like anybody's trying to get money out of me.
God, that doesn't make sense. Did she think that you was gonna fall for that? So this woman was a professional scammer. I take it.
She must have been, yeah, because I was like, girl, I'm not giving you money for no reason.
Gotcha.
And I think she was trying to cover her part without having to actually pay her part. And I was like, girl, I was like, you got the wrong one because I'm not even staying there. Go try one of them other girls.
Ryan, go ahead. I'm gonna let you do the last story, and then we're gonna end out. Go ahead. What do you had a time that someone tried to get money from you, or someone that you do know, for something that wasn't your fault, or just in general?
I sold somebody something at a flea market one time, and they gave me a bunch of fake 50s. And like, I was sitting there talking to somebody else for a second, and then I like kind of like looked at the bills, and then I was like, huh. And then I like kind of like looked at a couple of the serial numbers. They were all the same, and I just like went and found the guy, and I was like, yeah, man, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and it was like a funny call out. And then he just was like, dude, there's no way I gave you fake money. And I was like, yeah. You gave me fake money. I was like, you can either swap it, give me the item back. I said, what do you want to do here? And he's like, give me a second. Then he swapped it. And I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Got you. Yeah, I remember. I'm going to say this, and we're going to be out. So since I worked at a restaurant as well, just like Anita, I remember these people came in, these three folks, they came in and they were trying to do a to-go order, but they wanted to actually sit down at the table, which is like, bro, if you're going to do a to-go order, there's an area for to-go. You don't sit down at the table that you're not going to, take actually dine in with, right? And so they had a bunch of Louis Vuitton bags and stuff like that. And it was all fake, But anyway, I was on to-goes and I took their money and I just like had this bad feeling, like, do not take their money, go check it. So I went to go check it. They gave me like, 3 of them gave me $100 bills each. It was all fake. And so I told the manager, and we had to call the police. And mind you, this is the airport. So the airport takes about 45 minutes later for the police to finally show up. Like, they finished watching an episode of Seinfeld, a couple of commercials, and then they're like, okay, we're going to show up now, right? And so when I said this money's fake, and I gave it back to them, I didn't know that you're supposed to hold on to it. And I tried to stall them, but I'm like, I just want them out of the restaurant. And they gave me like $7 each for I guess the police didn't show up on time. I'm like, bro, come on, at least you could have gave me some real money. Right? Like, where's some real $100 bills, right? So, yeah, I got $21. Great, Anyway, all right, this has been a great episode of Kendra's Corner. Miss Anita, go ahead, let everybody know where they can find you. I know you don't actually do comedy, but you just have like you're just funny and you do some nice stuff. So yeah, where they can like your Twitter, your whatever. Go ahead.
You can find me on all social media at Anita X Valentina. Very simple.
Are you gonna probably do comedy one day? You might do some stand up.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
All right. Miss Hope, let everybody know where they can find you online. Your Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. Because I saw your cat back there. The tail was wagging because he or she's hungry, and they're gone now. Go ahead, and tell us where they can find you. All that good stuff.
You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Hope Shelby Rangel. Y'all can cash at me at Hope Rangel or Venmo me at Hope Rangel.
There it is. Ryan, next up and coming show where they can find you, all that good stuff.
That's my Instagram there. You can see me at Helium August 18th. That'll be a good time. And then, I got a bunch of shows coming up at the end of this month. A bunch of shows next month. I'll be in Atlantic City on the 26th. It's a Wednesday. Hit me up. I could probably get you tickets to that. We're making moves. We're all over.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Miss Anita. Thank you so much for coming on. Hope, I'm glad we finally got you scheduled. It's been a long time coming, but hey, you made it on. And then Ryan, as always, man, I appreciate you so much. I'm saying all those pizza places, man. I don't know, like some type of beef. It's like Blood versus Crips with you and pizza. Like, you're the Blood, this is a Crip, like this is 1990 or whatever, right? It's crazy. Like,
not great over there.
Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Please show love to my guests and please support them in whatever endeavors that they have going on. With that being said, you all be blessed. You all be safe. We're out.